Well, if y'all don't know by now, this is what I do every day. This is my hustle. Drive people around, pick people up, and every now and then I got to be somebody marriage counselor, got to be somebody caregiver. You know what I'm saying? Got to be somebody personal healer, just whatever. For some reason, people seem to think that I am God. So let me just tell you something. When I have problems, when I have difficulties in life, there are not very many people that I have to turn to. Never did. So this is what's crazy to me. Everybody looks and turns to other people to pray for them when they're down and out and when they're going through hard, difficult hardships in life. But why do we only do it for certain people? And then those that really need or are in need of prayer, you don't do the same thing back in return. So don't give me that all about, oh, you know, I'm a faithful Christian and I do everything the right way. Oh, I'm so perfect. Oh, I don't do no wrong. Don't give me that, because last time I checked, you know, we all make mistakes. We all have flaws in life. We all wish that we would have did things differently when we were younger. But my thing is, as long as you got another shot, you got another purpose in life, you just gotta look forward and just keep your head held high. So when I pick people up on a daily basis and they are in the back seat of my vehicle and they're sharing their problems with me, my job is to encourage and inspire and motivate people. This is something about me that I noticed that I had a gift for this a couple of years ago, even though I didn't quite notice it right off the back at first. But as the years went on and went by, I realized that it's a certain gift that I have. So people do notice that, okay, she got a lot of good, nice quality traits, or, you know, she's a good listener, she could help me with my problem, or she knows what to do, or maybe it's just, you know, she can help me get this job because she's worked all of her life since she was a very young teenager. Okay, all of those things are fine, but let me just say this. I do get tired of y'all. Just so y'all know, I do get tired of y'all. So don't make it seem like when you don't want to be bothered or you don't have time for me, you know, like you're just the only one that's human. Just keep that in mind, because, you know, I'm human as well. You know, I do help a lot of people. I do a lot of good deeds for people, and I feel like I'm always overlooked. You know, which I'm not looking for nobody to pat me on my back and just say, you know, here's a trophy for all the good things you've ever done in life or help people with. No, that's not what I mean. You all know exactly what I mean. It's just some that's always looking for recognition, and they always just, you know, want somebody to look at them and see them in the spotlight. But a person like me, I'm always just looking for something small as a thank you. How about a thank you? Or, you know, I really appreciate you. You know, that goes a long way. You cannot be a vessel and use yourself and allow yourself to be helpful to others and they don't appreciate you. Oh, and I can't forget my favorite one with those people that's always saying, oh, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Don't be one of those shoulda, coulda, woulda people. You don't have to say that. The thing is, just like the song states, if you breathing, you achieving. So why would you let anything stop you or get in the way? See, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all, I've had many life experiences at such a young age, so I can't help but to know right now. So the thing of it is, if you're seeing someone or you're dating someone and it's all about them and they always making it be about them, then that's not the person for you. If you find yourself always calling this person, always texting this person, they respond back when they feel like it, that's not the person for you. If you find yourself always sitting at home alone, and this person is always taking trips, always taking vacations, planning to do family fun events with their family, this person is not for you. They're showing you in each and every way possible that they don't want to have anything to do with you. So it makes you look really stupid. Yes, and it makes you feel like, why am I here and why did I do this? But see, we all have to go through things in life because that's how we learn. If you don't have a story to tell, then you haven't been through anything yet. But if you've been through several things in your life, like I have, then you have like a marvelous testimony to share. The only thing is, people have to want to listen to you. If no one is listening to you, then why would you want to keep giving advice, or why would you want to try to keep helping somebody that really don't want to be helped if they're not going to listen and pay attention? So my thing is, I inspire and motivate a lot of people daily, and I appreciate my people that actually take the time out and listen to me, because I feel like I'm making a difference in your life, and you took the time out to listen to me, so you'll go even further, because I'm only going to tell you what makes sense. And if it don't make sense, then I'm not going to tell you. I'm not the type of person going to tell you what I think you want to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth. Yes, it's best to be open and honest with a person and tell them exactly how you really feel. Because why beat around the bush and tell somebody something that you think they might want to hear? Or why would you lie if that's not truly, deeply how you feel deep down inside? So, you know, every day is a new life experience for me. I meet some incredible people. I come across some amazing people that I learn things from, and then when people meet me, they learn a lot from me, just because I've learned a lot throughout my life from being open and being honest and being that reliable, dependent person, always there at a person's head and toes, basically, always just being there for that person in that time of need, you know. So most of y'all who know me, you already know, you know, I worked in healthcare for 15 years of my life. I chose to go in a new direction because I saw myself becoming upset. I saw myself turning into this very angry person that I knew I no longer wanted to be. Because when you're a cool person like me and you got a cool, calm, and collective personality, I mean, how can you go wrong? So you don't have time to be working in nobody's job all day, working 12, 16, 24 hours in a day, and a person steady looking down on you, telling you how much of a fuck up you are. I mean, let's just keep it real. A lot of y'all go to work each and every day and you don't even like your job. I mean, just being honest, you don't even like your job, and you don't like your job because either that boss or that supervisor, they don't appreciate you, they don't appreciate your work, or you know, they just don't like you for whatever reason. But I'm just saying, 95% of people that I know go to work every day and they complain every single day about their job. So what if I told you this? We all are born with unique talents and gifts, right? Yeah, y'all can go ahead and smile. And so when you notice that you have those talents and gifts, you want to use them and apply them as quickly as possible. So you don't be one of those shoulda, coulda, woulda people, you know, by the time you make it to be 1,000. So if you keep that in mind of what I said, you know, start making a difference, start making a change in your life. If you see yourself falling beneath what's unacceptable to you, then start with change. I mean, learning and growing is fun. We all continue to learn each day that we're here on earth, each day that we're alive, that we're still living. So I suggest that everyone takes that under advisement, because the simple fact that our days are numbered here on this earth, Life is too short for the BS. So just live and enjoy your life now while you can. That's all I'm saying. I mean, why not just live and enjoy your life while you can? Because, I mean, you just never know. I've had the privilege of working with some great, wonderful people doing my nursing. All of my nursing years were working in nursing homes, home care, you know, working for independent livings, assisted livings. I met some cool, dope ass people. I'm just saying, but then the world seems so small because everybody's working in the same field doing the same thing. Eventually you get tired, you get burnt out, you need a new start. So when I switched over and started my driving career, I was an Uber driver, and then I became a truck driver. So, you know, right after that, I started meeting even more cool people. And then, of course, once I came home to see about my mother and take care of her, then that's when I decided that, okay, let me see if I can get a job here at this driving company. But I want to tell you guys something about this that I've learned about myself when working for other people. Me, it doesn't take me longer than 5 minutes of having a conversation with you to determine if I want to work for you or not. First of all, number one, a person has to want you to be there, and they have to accept you for who you are. This is the number one mistake and rule that all companies stand for. If I work for you and you tell me it's going to be A, B, and C, that means that I had a solid foundational plan to make a legitimate decision before I accepted the job. Now, if I decided to work for you and I didn't know everything that was covered under those job guidelines, the job requirements or expectations of me, then that's on me. Because you, as an individual, you have to do the research, you have to do your homework and find out if this is for you before you just go jump into something. This is the number one reason why a lot of us fail and we are not successful when working for someone. And then if you think that's hard, just try working for yourself. I challenge any and every last one of y'all to try working for yourself, because working for yourself is not easy at all. Just imagine you wake up late every day. Nobody's waking you up, not an alarm clock. Nobody's calling to check on you from a job to say, hey, are you running late? Were you in an accident? You know, you forgot to feed the dog, or you know, you let the cat out, the cat ran away, something. I mean, but if you're working for yourself, there is no one looking after you. You basically are responsible for yourself. You have to have the motivation. You have to have the drive to get up and want to go each and every single day. You make the ultimate decision how long that you're going to put the work in throughout the day. You make your own time. You set your own hours. You know, you figure out what works best for you when you're working for yourself. And that's the hardest thing that anybody can ever do. But at the same time, it's also beneficial to you. If you have to pick up your child or children, like in my case, my son runs me all over the place with this marching band thing he has going on. And I'm not complaining, because I'm a parent. I'm his mother. I'm going to do what's needed of me, what I have to do. But when you look at the big picture, look at your life as a whole. Don't just get comfortable working for somebody in their job because somebody told you a long time ago that you need to get a job and that you need to work for someone else. Yeah, that may be true at a certain point to a certain extent, because I feel like at a certain point in life there are just other levels that you should be trying to reach and climb. If you're a successful person and you want to own your own business, you have to learn how to just step out on faith and just go after the business. Because if you just sitting back just saying, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda, then it's never going to happen. So sometimes you just have to just say, well, you know what, this job ain't been good to me in the last 20 years. The pay is still the same. We basically only got a half a quarter of a raise. So let me just go ahead and step out on faith and use my talents and my gifts that I was born with, that God blessed me to have, use them and apply them. You know why? Because I absolutely hate, and I want y'all to hear this, because I used to be that person that used to complain about my job all the time. And I used to say, well, I'm not complaining about the work that I do. I love people. I don't mind helping people. But I used to complain because it was never enough help. It was always such shortages where we needed more people. We always need helping hands in healthcare, no matter what. I don't care what you do in healthcare. It's just a revolving door, and you just always need a lot of people in that field. But my thing is, if you're not happy, if you're a factory worker, you work on a line or something, building cars or whatever you may do in that plant, if that boss talking to you like you a piece of shit, please don't be afraid to come in there and walk off that job. You know, please don't be afraid to just say, you know what, I done had enough of this. Fuck this shit, I'm out of here. Don't be afraid to do that, because that's called standing up for yourself. I can't stand when people complain to me about stuff, but they not trying to do nothing or change nothing about it. And again, I used to be one of these people. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, but I've been through enough with job situations in my life when I just picked up and was like, okay, this is enough. Enough is enough. I'm not doing this shit no more. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not coming back. No, I'm not ever doing this again. You know, because it just gets to that point. You have to know the difference between respect and when somebody just trying to dog you the fuck out, flat out. You need to know the difference between the two. Because if an employee respects you, they're going to talk to you like they have some sense. They're not going to talk to you like you just another person out on the street. Or they're not going to talk to you like, you know, yelling and hollering at you like you a dog or something. You know, they're going to be respectable. You know, they're going to value and honor their employees. They're going to give you those good benefits. They're going to give you that time off. To me, you have to just have self-endurance. You have to be able to persevere through each and every situation. Sometimes it's harder for us to see because we pick these jobs and we stay on them for a long time, and we think we're going to retire from that same job. Oh, until life happens. Let me just tell you, until life happens, you think you're going to stay at that same job until life happens. And then it forces you to get out of that position and move on to something else. And you'll be saying to yourself, damn, I should have done this a long time ago. But that's okay, because you made the legitimate, ultimate decision today to just say that you were going to change something about yourself, and you were going to live your life the way you wanted to live it. You know, just stop letting people control you. I can't stand when people be complaining because they letting somebody else control them. You know, just stop letting people control you. Stand up on your own 2 feet. Be that man or be that woman that you need to be, and just handle things. You know, none of us is perfect. None of us out here is rich. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just a famous celebrity. So I'm just saying, like, learn how to deal with life values as they come. If a person comes and they want to bless you and they want to help you, thank them. You know, thank God. Just say thank you for blessing me. Thank you. Because that's how you still receive blessings. I help a lot of people on a daily basis. But what I'm tired of is always helping people, and then you're looking at me like I'm just nothing. You know, learn how to stay thankful. Learn how to be grateful. If a blessing comes your way, accept it and appreciate it, because no one here owes you anything. And so that's the type of attitude you have to develop, and you have to learn to get yourself accustomed to being turned down and moved and pushed away, because it's something that I had to learn. No one said when I became a truck driver it was going to be easy. First of all, I'm a female, strike number 1. Second of all, I'm black. Did y'all hear what I said? I am a female and I'm black. So on top of that, they was like, oh, who does she think she is gonna come up in here and just that? So you see that? You know, it's a lot of sexists. They're against us women, and that's okay. But I didn't let that stop me. That just means, okay, keep going. Keep pushing along, because that means God has something greater in store for me, and I'm not never worried. I've seen the miracles that he can produce and put out here. I was the miracle at one point, and I've seen a lot of blessings out here just from helping other people. So, you know, I just want to let y'all know, you know, be encouraged. Keep all them negative people away, because all they're going to do is keep on weighing you down and bringing you down. If you somebody that's successful like me, start surrounding yourself around successful people. If you don't know the type of people that you hanging around, then I just suggest you just let all people go that you hanging around until you can figure out and determine who you are hanging around. Seriously, because I've been challenged to been put in that same situation a lot in my life, thinking that I was around the right people at the right time. And no. I had it all wrong, and it was all bad because I was with the wrong people and at the wrong time. So, you know, we live and we learn. But the world is just so beautiful out here, guys. It's just so filled with, you know, a lot of lovable, joyful people. But it's just, we make bad decisions sometimes in trying to have faith and courage in people, you know, and we just have to learn, you know, be for those who are for you, and if they're not, you know, still pray for them and love them anyway, just like I do. You know, I don't hate nobody, but at the same time, I have to do what makes me happy, because I'm living my life for me, and I'm just trying to make sure that my baby boy gets through these next years of high school, and, you know, in which he will. You know, God was always with us, and he's still going to continue to be with us. So as long as I keep my faith and do my part in what I'm supposed to do as a responsible parent, everything is all good. But I just want y'all to be encouraged and motivated that you need to start believing in yourself, because that's where it starts at first. You know, you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then who else will besides God himself? You know, and that's the type of attitude that you need to have. That's the type of attitude all of us should have, you know, where we all are nothing without him. So it's time to just include him more in your life. And, you know, all jokes aside, you know, just speak out to him more, just turn to him more. You know, I have a beautiful spirit, so I've been told that by several people, and I really appreciate y'all. I really love you guys who really have love and faith in me, that actually stood by my side and believed in me. You know, I got a lot of love for you guys, because again, that's what I'm here for. I encourage and motivate, and I inspire people. And I love doing what I do on a daily basis. I wouldn't have it any other way, because I'm a fun, cool, and calm, selective person, but very spontaneous and adventurous type of person at the same time. So I'm like any and everywhere. You never know where I might be at, but that's me, and that's my personality, and that's okay. But I enjoy being me. I don't enjoy being controlled. I don't want someone talking to me like I'm just a piece of shit, or like I don't comprehend. There's nothing slow about me. Understand that. And once you can understand the type of person you are, and what you will allow and what you will not allow, then that's when you will know that you're there. When you can just wake up one day and look in that mirror, just like I did, and say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not doing this no more. So that's it for my session today, y'all. Y'all be good, you know. This is your girl, Lady K, from the D, representing Be Easy.